All right, well, let's see here if it's actually going to work. All right. All right. I wish someone could tell me. This is lagging like crazy. Not impressive. All right. Let me see here. Up and running. Cool. I'm so I'm gonna mute. I'm testing StreamYard here because I've got a bunch of quarters, like $500 worth, and I think I want to do a live stream and go through them. But I'm testing my overhead camera here. Oh, for this task. Excuse me. Yeah, I have a whole bunch. I just wonder. What I'm a little concerned about is it's a lot of lag. I've never tried StreamYard before, so I'm just testing it out to see if it will actually work. So I think it would be kind of cool to open these up. Boy, my fingernails need to be cleaned if I'm gonna open. Well, let's face it, my fingers are gonna get dirty as heck anyways opening these. So let's see. Let's at least check the ender here, huh? What do we got for an ender? Got a D for that ender. Yeah, and then we got the tails here. Well, while I'm doing this, I'll at least see if I can find a W ender. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So, 1993. Maybe I get a silver ender too. This is a little too. I mean, to be honest, this is a microscope. So, and I have it up as high as it goes on its stand. So I've got all these quarters, and of course, like usual, I'm going to check them for mint errors, varieties, and silver, and W's, the mighty W quarter. That's just going to be our little placeholder line right there. Let's see here, B. I should show this. This is what you get for showing up early, right here. You get to see my latest pickup here. In fact, I'm going to really get down on this. It's in a holder, so it's going to be a tough one to see anyways until, look at that. Look at that. The king of errors, baby. The 1955 BDO Lincoln Cent. Happy birthday to me. Picked that up on my birthday. at a coin show, and it just doesn't get any better than that. That is why they call it the king of the error coins, because it really doesn't. It doesn't get better. It's just to let you know, it is a AU58 by PCGS. But this microscope does really poorly with encased coins, graded coins. So I think that there is a shot this would cack, but I don't know. When you see it under a microscope and you see all the damage in the fields there, all those the hits on the cheek, AU58, this might be an overgraded coin, to be perfectly honest. But the eye appeal is just fantastic. I mean, just fantastic. And the doubling is just, you don't need a microscope to see that doubling, that's for sure. So, little history on the 1955 DDO. The 1955 DDO is a pretty interesting coin in that you don't. Hold on, let me just see. I'm trying to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So the 1955 there's a 2019 Ender. Could it be a W? We'll find out later. So that DDO, there was about 40,000 that were made. This was done over one shift. The 1955 DDO, there was one shift where there was a lot of doubling. They discovered them in the morning, and they were able to recover about 20,000 of them. And the other 20,000 had already been bagged and tagged. And of course, they weren't going to go to the trouble to try to recover the other 20,000 that were already in bags. So off they went into circulation. So I believe there's about 10 or 12,000 graded examples. But what's really fun is many of these were discovered in cigarette packs in the East Coast of the United States. That one's got the ring of death on it. This isn't the first time this coin's been an Ender. So, pretty cool story. They were recovered on the East Coast, and a large number of them were recovered from cigarette packs. Cigarettes and machines were 23 cents, but the cigarette machines only took quarters. So they put 2 cents, 2 pennies, 2 Lincoln cents in the cellophane as change. And from what I've heard, a great number of these were recovered from the cellophane of cigarettes. And they were sold in coin shops at that time and for about a quarter a piece. They were starting to come into coin shops. Nobody thought they were that big of a deal. And I don't remember the year, but the year that it blew up was the first year it appeared in the Red Book. When it first showed up in the Red Book, then all hell broke loose on the 1955 DDO Lincoln cent. And just for anyone showing up new, I was just showing off the 1955 DDO that I just picked up last weekend from a coin show. And you can see that doubling. That is why that is the king of error coins right there. So you're just kind of having a discussion on the history. So this is my first time using StreamYard, guys. And before I go live doing a coin roll hunt, I'm just testing it to make sure it goes well. So give a thumbs up if you can hear everything okay. Give a thumbs up or leave a comment in chat if you're experiencing any lag. All I'm doing right now is I'm checking Enders, and I'm seeing if we find any silver or W Enders, and which would be pretty cool. I've never found a W or silver Ender in all of the quarters that I've gone through. Robert, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the feedback on the sound. I'm only using the internal microphone on my laptop, so the sound quality is not going to be perfect by any means. So I'm just going to go through this until my wife gets home. She's bringing dinner. I'm going to eat my dinner, and then I will come back and we will open these coins live together. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll get notified when I go live. And we will open, I have $500 worth of quarters. We are going to go through all of them, and we are going to be looking for errors, varieties, W's, silver, key dates, etc., etc. The W is the key date, guys. I hate to say it, but for the Washington quarter, the W is the king of the Washington quarter. A couple of years ago, the first one that went to great collections was a 2019 San Antonio Missions that sold for $9,990. So the W's are the key date, and surprisingly, the high dollar ones tend to be the 2019s, which I find interesting because the 2020s have the privy, the V75 privy. So we will be looking for errors such as the crown that can show up on Washington's cap here, which I have a couple of them, but only early stage chips. I don't have any real big ones, and I'd love to find one. And there are some varieties among the American women quarters. Ooh, there's one that someone must have put their cigarette out on that one or something. That's ugly. But ugly quarters are still worth 25 cents. That's the good news. No enders yet. So I haven't coin roll hunted in quite some time. About a year, maybe it was 2 years ago, when I found like 50 of them. I got some U.S. Mint rolled, some Federal Reserve rolled quarters for my credit union. They were all brand new, uncirculated 2019s, and I found a big old pile of W's, which was fun. And I've got them in an album, got a W album. So in my coin roll hunting over the last 5 years, I found about 77 or 78 W quarters. I found far more W's than I ever have silver, which is fine with me because W's now are worth more than silver anyways. So I did get a W quarter in my change about a month ago from a cafe that, funny enough, they didn't take debit cards, so I had to go to the ATM and get cash out. And yeah, when I got my change, I got a 2020 W. It's in a box here. I can show it. Maybe I'll show it when I go live and open these things up. But yeah, to find them in circulation in the wild is really my favorite. I've gotten them, like, me and my son are really into coin pushers, and we've gotten a handful of them out of coin pushers, which is always like a massive bonus because, you know, you never make money in a coin pusher. It's always a loss. 1983. If you find Mint State 1983 quarters, you will want to hold on to them because those bad mamma jammas, 1983, there was no proof or no mint sets. So if you find them in Mint State, people like to try to put together Mint State coins from 1983. Now, here's another error we'll be looking for is the Tuskegee Airmen. There is a die chip over the tower. It's called the Burning Tower die chip. That's definitely one we will be on the lookout for. I do not have that one. I have a couple with the doubling or the die chip in the goggles, though. I'm gonna have to adjust my lighting. Oh, look at that yucky thing. Probably from a laundromat or something. So Oh, 2014. And there's a 2010. 2010s through 2012s are getting harder and harder to find. People are starting to really pull those out of circulation. Those are some very popular designs from the, I mean, think about it. The America the Beautiful series came out 15 years ago. 26 years ago, the first statehood quarters were released. So there's going to be some collectability to these quarters, guys. I thought I saw a repunchment mark there. No, guess not. Just my bad vision. Just my bad vision. Well, thanks, Emerald. I appreciate your, but I'm like anybody else. I learned this stuff from others. I stand on the shoulders of coin collecting giants. I'm part of a coin club that sadly I don't attend nearly as much as I used to, but I learned if you have a coin club in your community or within a 30-minute drive of you, just go. And there's so much you can learn in a coin club. And, I'm kind of looked at, I collect a lot of modern stuff. So people kind of lean on me with questions about modern coins, and modern being like 1965 and newer. But I have definitely shifted philosophies a little bit in my collecting. And that's why I got the King of Airs. Because I am starting to make a transition to key date coins. Let's see here. I just wear. I thought for a second that was a repunchment mark. So almost through, almost got the bag emptied here. And then let's see, I've got about 4 more. I got 3 more to go here, guys. We're going to check the enders on these 3. And then I will be back in probably the next hour to open these up, go through them all with you one by one, see what we can find. All right, this is our second to last one. No W enders, no silver enders so far. Check them all. And there is the Circle of Life coin right there. The cow eats the corn. And then the cow makes the cheese, makes the poop for the corn to grow in. That was my buddy Fish. That was his. All right, so that's the last ender. I'm going to sign off of this live stream. I will be back for another. So we'll just put Betsy Coleman in view here. And come back and we'll open these together in about an hour. Thanks for watching.